Springtime comes and the leaves are back on the trees again. Snipers are harder to see, my friends. Alright. Hi there. Been a while. Sure is. I want you to bear with me, because I haven't done this in a while. And yeah, it may sound a bit different, a bit weird. I mean, stranger and weirder than usual. Just bear with me. So I hope you can hear me well. I hope you can see me well. It's quite a gorgeous day. It's 21 degrees Celsius today here in the woods, as usual. And just wanted to film just a little bit of a overview of my new book and things like that. So yeah, I've recently published my second book called CAMPFIRE CHRONICLES, Old Tales and New Trails. Here's the bad boy. So first and foremost, what's this about? I mean, what's this overview presentation going to be about? I mean, it's quite obvious, or not. I'm just going to showcase my my book here in a few minutes, and then I'm going to leave you to do whatever you are up to these days. And yeah, just wanted to record a little presentation without jabbering too much. So yeah, here's my new book, CAMPFIRE CHRONICLES, Old Tales and New Trails. I finally received a copy of it, paperback version, freshly printed, and so yeah, I'm very pleased with it. What's perhaps you were wondering, what's this book about? I mean, I haven't spoken about it. I haven't talked about it. I haven't mentioned anything about it. And it's quite simple, actually. It's a book about many things. It's about my journey throughout experience with in the video gaming world, and it's also a memoir of sorts about my experience in nature. I mean, it's in the title, Solitude. It's a philosopher's guide to solitude, video games, the apocalypse, and rebel wisdom. You can view this book as sort of a memoir of sorts, and also it's about a few games that I quite enjoy talking about, a few experiences, personal experiences, and stuff like that. But it's also a lot of things that I just cannot put into words. I mean, I can try to summarize what it is, but I still won't be able to. It's difficult task. If you want to hear more about the contents, well, it's 8 in total 8 chapters, 8 essays on various subjects, mainly video games, mainly stoicism, philosophy, but video games that I've played and I discuss viewed from a philosophical standpoint, perspective, my own. I'm not claiming to know everything about these games or that I am the philosopher of of all ages, but it's a very very authentic presentation of my own views. As usual, I just going to say that I have put an enormous amount of work. I've worked on my first book, Heresy and Metaphysics, for perhaps 4 years. I've been working on this book since 2021, but for the last year, 2024, the entire year, I've been doing this book. Everything. I mean, it started as an idea initially a few years back, then it developed into something that morphed into this current book. This was not the first version. This was not the first idea. Of course, the seeds were there, but it was not what you see right now. It was quite a different book, which I perhaps will explain later, maybe in an essay or maybe a separate video. But just wanted to, in this video, just wanted to talk about, give you an overview about this, my new book. In it, you will find very interesting experiences. I mean, it's all meshing together. It's a weird beast, this one, but I love it. I love it to death, because for 2024, I mean, that may sound a bit cheesy, but I'm telling you the truth here. The truth. I've written this book in a very difficult period of my life, and I still cannot fathom how I did it. But if someone wants something very, very badly, very if enough will and attention and perseverance is, and of course discipline is, if it's in a straight line, if it's concentrated in a straight line, in if you want to do something so deeply, so passionately, I promise you eventually you will, because you will not fail. Because I mean, if you are of course a man of your word, if you don't lie to yourself, things like that. So, as I said, I'm extremely proud of this book, because it's not just only a book about, a few chapters about me jabbering about some video games that I played. I mean, I view video games and tabletop RPGs, of course, I talk about tabletop RPGs, mostly about video games, but yeah, I view video games as a lifestyle, as a philosophy, as something very. I take my games very, very seriously, because we live in a time that video games are not just entertainment anymore. That's obvious. The evolution of gaming, of video games in particular. I talk about video games, not tabletop RPGs, like D&D or World of Darkness and stuff like that, or Warhammer. It evolved to the point where they are the most, I guess, detailed and the most sophisticated medium nowadays. And I suppose a lot of people still don't understand what games are to gamers and to game developers. I've been a gamer since a little kid. Ever since I've played my first game, I knew I always wanted to be some kind of developer or get involved in making games, writing about games, or I don't know, just being generally involved in the gaming, in virtual gaming world. That particularly RPGs they present to the person playing the game, and yeah, and probably you're asking yourself right now, what do I plan to achieve with this book? Well, I think a few things, but I'm not aiming like higher, and I'm not trying to change the industry, or I mean, of course, every writer tries to be as original as possible. So, yeah, that's one of my main aims, to try to be original as possible, authentic. But also to show that, I mean, independent writers, and I mean, if you want to call me nerd or a geek, that's fine. I don't mind, because I am. I don't take it as something offensive. And so I want to try with this. I wanted to try with this book to show that self-publishing and independency is actually a very, very it has a very promising future for creators. I mean, take traditional publishing for example. I mean, I've been into publishing, traditional publishing. I still have an enormous respect for publishers these days, traditional publishing. And I value these companies, organizations, and I still buy books by traditional publishers. But self-publishing actually opens many doors to creators who just cannot succeed in traditional publishing. I mean, as I said, I've worked in publishing for a few months. I've seen it from the inside here in this country, but it's probably the same everywhere. So you want to write a book, you are creative, you have ideas, you have passion, and then you send it to a few publishers. Then your book get rejected, then you suffer, and you feel down. I mean, you're not encouraged. You wait like it's insane. The steps needed to get your book, holding it in your hand, are unimaginable. I mean, the publishers, your book needs to be accepted first. I mean, it needs to be read, it needs to be reviewed. It needs to be approved. Someone needs to do your cover, back to back, proofread, not to mention like promotion and but that's the last step. What I'm trying to say that is there are very big advantages with traditional publishing. Of course, your book will be on the most major platforms, online and physical stores. Self-publishing won't give you that, of course. I mean, you do everything by yourself, and that's okay for me. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm not saying traditional publishing needs to go away. No, I'm not. But all I'm saying or trying to achieve with this, with books in general that I write, is that you have freedom when you go and embark on this quest, if you like, in self-publishing. It's a print on demand. Okay, you don't get your like two full boxes of your copies, like 100 books or whatever. You have to still buy your own copy. That I did this myself. This is the paperback. The hardcover, of course, I have ordered a copy. I have paid for it. In traditional publishing, I suppose you don't pay for your copies, but I'm not sure how it is with. I mean, they of course send you your copies, but I guess you don't pay for your copies because it's like they print a few thousand of your copies of your book, both paperback and hardcover, and that's the drawback. But yeah, all I'm saying is self-publishing independency is the way forward. Many people are saying this, and it's true. It's not for everyone, of course, but it opens doors that traditional publishing won't ever. And it's the frustration in sending your book to some publisher waiting for a response. It's and getting rejected and getting not evaluated properly. It's a hell. It's a nightmare. So yeah, take my word for it or don't. Enough jabbering about traditional publishing. Now, I just want to say a few other things, and then I'm going to end this little overview presentation. This book is 200 pages. It's full color, very thick paper. Yep. If I can do it like that. Yeah, maybe like that. I'm just going to flick through it. Yeah. So it's a very quality paper. I said it's very thick. Let me see. Yeah. In each chapter I have like image, then the fonts are very well placed. The design is beautiful to my eye, absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, let me just show you the contents or a few pages. For example, this is how the contents look. It's not just some text slapped on the page and then goodbye. No, I wanted to do a book that looks beautiful, feels beautiful, and yeah, and it reads, I guess, beautiful in a beautiful fashion. 8 chapters, 3 appendices. It's like an anthology of sorts. I've written about bioshock. About XCOM, not the original, but the Bureau XCOM, declassified. I've written about Lovecraft. Yeah, things like that. Well, guess I'm not alone here. So yeah, I'm not going to comment on the price. It's quite reasonable for me. Also, I have printed a few bookmarks. These are all laminated. So yeah, these are customly printed. These are not for sale, by the way, just for personal use, but they're quality stuff. These are mainly the artworks that I have in the book. I mean, they're spare assets and stuff I used for. These are one of the chapters I used for bookmarks. I think it's quite clever. It looks good, feels good. Yeah. This is the promotional images for the Amazon page. Again, very nice bookmarks, very quality. It will last for a lifetime. So yeah, I like those very much. So yes sir, what else I can say? If you want to grab a copy, then do it. You will enjoy your time, learn a few things. And yeah, just going to read you a small paragraph from the back. This book is a roadmap and a field guide of how to begin a hero journey of purpose, defeat the monsters in the dungeon, and return with the epic loot to help our kingdom and heal the land. This journey is a master map that defines the way all people and cultures engage with the mysteries of the unknown. This book is also the monomyth of the author, that's me, in a way, and his philosophy seen mostly through video games and tabletop RPG lenses. But these pages hold greater meaning, untold stories and forgotten tales of endless adventures, mighty and perilous quests, lonesome wanderings, and rebel wisdom. Yeah. The rest you will find yourself. This is the paperback has a glossy finish, by the way. The hardcover has a matte texture, matte finish. I've reversed what I did with my first book, and I think that's it for the moment. Perhaps I'm forgetting something, but I guess that's mostly the most important bits. Oh yeah, of course. It's volume 1, meaning there will be volume 2, because initially I wanted to write like a 400 to 500 page book, like a really thick one. Then I've decided along the way, along process of writing, that I will be splitting it in half, meaning 2 volumes. So next volume is in progress, meaning I am working on it. And yeah, what else? Also, I suppose I also wanted to make this book as I mean, it's Campfire Chronicles, like a personal diary of sorts. I want you to have this book in your backpack, in your I don't know, in your, if you have large pockets, in your pocket somewhere in your jacket. I even left some pages for you to take notes, personal writings, observations. I mean, there's an index, again, very detailed. It was a pain in the ass, but I wanted to have it. There's a bibliography in it. There's a lot of things. A lot of things that I just cannot put into this little video right now. But I hope you pick up a copy. I hope you read it, and I hope you enjoy this book, and mostly I hope it will help you find I mean, I wanted to say that I hope you will find meaning and inspiration, or I hope you find your muse, and eliminate despair and things like that. I hope it inspires you and make you think differently, or have a more authentic or stoic life. So that's about it, I guess. We'll be heading back. Take care for now. If you pick up a copy, read it, and write a review in Amazon or whatever your blog. Make a review on YouTube. But don't be a slave to the platform, because it needs your attention. Yes, sir. Alright. Take care for now, and catch you again soon.